Welcome to the Golf Summer Series race number 14. Tonight we are here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Folds of Honor QuikTrip 404. A sellout crowd here in Hampton, Georgia, ready to see 35 drivers duke it out for what should be a good one here tonight. But before we get started, let's take a look at our starting lineup. On the pole, we have Nathan Barrett and Exzel Kellen Baker. Row 2, Carter Boyd and Georgia native Random J. Row 3, Braden Carruthers and Lipsy. Row 4, Sean Arn and Aiden Thomas. Row 5, Slayer and Keyshawn Richardson. Row 6, Jake from State Farm and Nargan Scott. Row 7, Cody Boggs and Johnny Hernandez. Row 8, Dominic Payment and Ryan Benjamin. Row 9, Lucas Amario and Mountain Dew Fan for Life. Row 10, Ryan Wilson and Adam Bowden. Row 11, Richard Herman and Nick Sant. Row 12, another Georgia native, Jordan Scout and Exzel Sabretooth. Row 13, Dan Matteo trying to go 3 for 3 here in the Golf Summer Series, and Brad Ream. Row 14, Jimmy and Devin Payment. Row 15, Owen Miles and It's Movement. Row 16, Dan DJ starting deep in the field today, and next to him Alexander Jones. Row 17, Jason Albert and Hoodlum. And starting last for the second consecutive race, it's HS in 61. And now it is time for the starting command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Let's take a look at the track info here for today. So going to go 82 laps on this 1.5 mile long quad oval with 24 degrees of banking. And the weather here today here in Hampton, Georgia, 82 degrees Fahrenheit with 3 mile per hour wind towards the southeast. This is also one of the longest races we have all season, as well as our first day to night transition race. Right now currently the sun's about to set, but by the end of the race it will be complete darkness. We also tested in Atlanta back in May, so all these drivers have prior experiences about this racetrack. As here we go, pace car down pit road. So crowd on their feet here as we're under green here in Atlanta. A great start already for Nathan Barrett into 37, trying to hold off Kellen Baker behind him in second. Nathan Barrett will lead lap number 1 here in Atlanta. Side by side now for the lead between Nathan Barrett and Kellen Baker as Nathan Barrett's up the track. Kellen Baker will clear the 37, it was almost 3 wide now for the lead. Braden Carruthers now up behind Nathan Barrett as now Carter Boyd is going to try forcing Kellen Baker up high. That didn't seem to work as Kellen Baker will lead lap number 2. Here comes his teammate Sean Arn to the 19. He's already won this season at Myrtle Beach, trying to get a second career Golf Summer Series victory. Here comes Slayer up there into 2. He was up in the top 10 in points going into this race. Kellen Baker leads another lap here in Atlanta. It's almost 3 wide once again for the lead. Lots of good action here so far here in Atlanta. Sean R is going to clear his teammate for the lead. Is that going to open the door for Jake from State Farm? Here comes Cody Boggs into 7, driving for the hometown Atlanta Motorsports team. Looks like Sean R will narrowly lead lap number 4, as we're now side by side for second. Jake from State Farm up to the lead. Here comes Lucas Amari into 1, trying to get his 3rd Golf Summer Series win this year. Jordan Scout up there in 2nd, also for Atlanta Motorsports. What better way to get your first career win at your hometown track as Dan Mateo makes it 3 wide for 2nd. Of course, Mateo has won the past 2 Golf Summer Series races, as he's now trying to make it a 3-peat. Cody Boggs will lead lap number 6, lap number 7 to 82 this time by. Still a long way to go here in Atlanta. Here comes Jimmy side by side for 2nd with Mateo. Owen Miles right behind him in the 14. 3 wide once again for 2nd. Here comes Owen Miles as he falls back in line now. Cody Boggs continuing to lead here in Atlanta. Lap number 8 this time by. Jimmy up to 2nd. Trying to stay with the 7. Three wide back in the pack. That's 3 wide for 3rd now, as Dan DJ will get the spot. Ryan Wilson behind him in 4th. Lap number 9 of 82 this time by now. Here comes Jimmy now side by side for the lead. Been very solid at these intermediate tracks these past couple weeks. Had a top 5 performance at Texas World last Saturday. And going into turn number 3, Jimmy to the lead here in Atlanta. Here comes Dan DJ into 28, trying to get his 2nd win of the season. HS out of nowhere side by side for 2nd now with Dan DJ. HS came to this race 30th in points. As of right now, he would have to race his way into Toronto next week. A win and some laps led here tonight could definitely help him point his way into the main event. And going into the front stretch, HS will lead lap number 10. Here comes his teammate Sawyer into 2, side by side for the lead going into turn number 1. 3 wide for 2nd now. Jimmy stuck up high. He's going to lose quite a few positions here, but he gets picked up by the 7 of Cody Boggs. Sawyer still side by side of his teammate. And going into 3, he will clear him. So 3 wide for 2nd once again. Alexander Jones right in the middle. Here comes Devin Payment. Spina Biffa so far having a good night here in Atlanta, with most of the cars being up front at least once here tonight. On board with Devin Payment now in the 88. Bodum out of nowhere side by side with Bradley Green for 4th. He's another driver below the top 25 in points going into Toronto. Most of the top 5 single files. Lucas Amari is now side by side with Sabertooth for 5th. It looks like he will clear the 66. Here comes the 88 of Devin Pavement now for the lead. The 88 is going to force his own teammate up high. Here comes the 3 of Hoodlum right behind. And believe it or not, Devin Pavement will lead this time by. That time by was also the first lap he's led all season. As going into this race, he was the only driver to have yet to lead a lap, but that changes here tonight. Random J up there in the mix does now make it 2 laps led this season for Devin Payment. Hoodlum trying to force Devin Payment up high. Wasn't able to do it going into turn number 1. As we're now side by side for third between the 7 and 1. It looks like both the 7 and 53 occurred to 1. Atlanta Motorsports, another team doing good here so far tonight in their hometown track. And just like last time, Hoodlum trying to move Devin Payment up the track, and this time it's going to work. They're side by side for the lead coming off in turn number 2. And going into turn number 3, there's still a side by side, but going into the 4, Hoodlum now with the advantage. Hoodlum to the lead here in Atlanta. Lap number 18 of 82 this time by. So 3 wide for second. Here comes Random J in the bottom. Side by side between the 2 Atlanta Motorsport drivers of Cody Boggs and Random J. This team hasn't had the most stellar season going into this race, as Random was the highest out of the 4 drivers going into this race in 12th, while Cody was the lowest in 32nd. Another lap led here for Hoodlum, lap number 1982 now. Meanwhile, while his son Luis, Johnny Hernandez, deep in the field here, currently in last. Ryan Wilson falling back, Matt Teal also back here. Jordan Scal, Aiden Thomas. Many notable drivers already back in the pack. Jason Albert, also another driver back in the pack. He came into this race 5th in points. There's Lipsy in the 9 trying to redeem himself after that heartbreaking finish at the Roval last Wednesday. Cody Boggs now side by side with Nathan Baird there. Almost 3 wide right in front of him. Nathan Baird trying to clear Ryan Benjamin for 6. Anyways, Hoodlum still leads here in Atlanta. Most of his top 5 single file here. Richard Herman trying to make a move on the 88 is on board with Random now. And now on board with Hoodlum's back bumper here. Dominic Payment now looking to the inside for second. 55 and 53 now side by side. And off of 2, Dominic with the advantage. Random will tuck in the 3rd going into the back straightaway. Richard Herman still in 4th. And Ryan Benjamin in 5th now. Hoodlum continuing to lead here in Atlanta. Lap number 23 of 82. Still quite a bit of way to go before the end of the race. Now Random looks to the inside once again for a second. Dominic Payment up the track with no help at all. Still a side by side between the 53 and 55 for second. Looks like Random now with the advantage. Dominic still with no help. Stuck on the inside of the track. Three wide now for 4th going into 1. It looks like Bradley Ream will clear all of them for that position. Here comes this movement in the 20 to join his 2 other Atlanta Motorsport teammates up front. Lap number 25 of 82, Hoodlum continues to lead. Alexander Jones now side by side for Cody Boggs there. Richard Herman now trying to get him off Random J off of 1. And going into the back there side by side for second once again. Richard Herman will clear the 53. We've seen how good these turns, especially turns 1 and 2, can be. for getting grown on people and forcing them up to the outside. Random still trying to hold on to that position here. Lap number 26 of 82 now. And going into one, Random J will lose that second position as he's now side by side with Brad Ream as he goes way up high on the track. He's going to lose quite a few spots now. He's now side by side with Alexander Jones. Movement now trying to go for third on Brad Ream into 3. Wasn't able to quite get there and tucks back into 4th. And while all of this is happening, Hoodlum continues to lead here in Atlanta. He's won the most laps here so far tonight. Battle here for third between Movement and Brad Ream. Movement will clear the 22 up to third as Atlanta Motorsports is now back up in the top 3. As for the fuel window here tonight, I expect to see more on the lap 32, 33-ish mark, so pit stops are coming rather soon here. And since this is a longer race, there could be more than one pit stop cycle here tonight. The sun's slowly starting to set here in Atlanta as these bright lights are now reflecting off the cars. Here comes Movement now for second. Richard Herman almost hit the wall there going into turn number 1. That was very, very close, and now Movement will clear the 95 for second. Braden Carruthers now side by side with Bradley Ream. He's going to have no help and be stuck on the outside there. Both the Payment Brothers, Dominic and Devin, now also trying to work on the 22, as he's still stuck on the outside now. Mountain Dew fan trying to pass the 95 once again. Looks like he's unable to do so. Here come the pit stops. Movement and Mountain Dew Fan for Life down to pit road first. Looks like all the other leaders staying out here currently. Dan Mattiello, Lipsy, Nixon, and Jason Albert and Mon Gutters down pit road. It looks like Hoodlum going to go down pit road. Looks like Richard Herman, Devin, Dominic Payment staying out here, as the vast majority of the leaders now down pit road. It's more than likely that these guys will come down next time by. Here comes the first group of cars out of pit road, Movement and Mountain Dew Fan for Life. There's Nick Sant there, Matt Tio, and Aiden Thomas there side by side. Dan DJ, Jason Albert, and now here come the last group of cars down pit road. Richard Herman, Devin Payment, Dominic Payment just doing gas only. Meant to say Dominic did come down last time by. Lucas Amaya down pit road. Nixon and Matt Tio now side by side. This could potentially be for some key positions here. It looks like the lead will cycle back over to movement in the 20. As the final group of cars that pitted are now coming off pit road. And obviously these cars just now coming out of pit road have the freshest tires on it. But oh, trouble! Big wreck in turn 2! Dominic Payment, Jake from State Farm, Dan DJ, Owen Miles, all involved in this as we're under caution for the first time here tonight. Heavy damage to the semi. Oh, and Brian Benjamin also involved there late. As movement will lead the field back to the stripe. Heavy smoke here in turn 2 as the front end of that 28 car is absolutely destroyed. Let's take a look what happened to trigger that massive wreck. So this happened in turn number 2 in the pit exit area where the 82 and 14 were side by side. Oh, the 82 just came up on the 14 and just the rest of the field had nowhere to go there. Owen Miles, Dan DJ, Dominic Payment. Here comes the 72. Oh man, hard hit there for Ryan Benjamin. Let's go on board here with Jake from State Farm. Yeah, none of those guys up on the track had pretty much nowhere to go, nothing he could do. Here comes from 72. Oh, man. Very hard impact there. On board Jason Albert now, who barely missed this wreck for whatever reason. Oh, my God. He probably missed that 14 there by inches. A great miss indeed for the 80 as we're on board Dominic now. Such a bummer for the 55, who was doing really good before the pit road cycles happened. As we're now under caution here in Atlanta, Movement and Mountain Dew Fan for Life and Hoodlum, your top 3. We'll be right back with you guys after this. Welcome back to the Golf Summer Series here from Atlanta. We're about to go back green after a multi-car incident in turn number 2 involving both Tim Allen cars with Jake from State Farm and Dan DJ, Lucas and Mario in the 1, Owen Miles in the 14, among others. Currently your top 3 is Movement in the 20, Mountain Dew Fan for Life in the 03, and Hoodlum in the 3 car. Lap car of Owen Miles there on the inside, while all the lead lap cars are on the outside. And as we're about to go back green, I think it's the perfect time for some Golf Summer Series Crank It Up. Lap number 47 to 82 here in Atlanta, which just passed halfway. And currently it's in Atlanta Motorsports 1-2 with Cody Boggs in movement first and second, Mountain Dew Fan 5 in third, Nick Stanton in fourth, and Hoodlum down to fifth. As I'm moving now side by side for his teammate, trying to take back that lead, going into turn number 1 and 2. As Mountain Dew going to make it 3 wide, he tries to, but wasn't quite able to get to his inside. Nick's now up to the outside behind the 7. Movement now back to the lead here in Atlanta. Lap number 49 to 82. Side by side now between the 3 and 03. Looks like Mountain Dew will block Hoodlum here. Alexander Jones way up high in the track there. Here comes Lipsy in the 9. As I mentioned, trying to seek redemption after what happened last Wednesday at the Roval by blowing an engine with only 2 laps to go in the backstretch chicane. Three wide towards the middle of the pack as Hoodlum now gets stuck on the outside. Nick Stanton now up to second. Braden Kroger is right behind him in fourth, as he's now side by side with Hoodlum off of 4. Mountain Dew still in the lead as now Braden Kroger goes for second on Nick Stanton. Looks like he's able to clear, but here comes the 7 of Cody Boggs once again to take back that spot. Looks like he will tuck into third with Jimmy behind him in the 48, tucking into fourth. Alexander Jones now side by side with Devin Payment there. Three wide towards the middle of the pack here. Matt Tiola, Lipsy, and Nixon, as Nixon will fall back in line in front of the 20th movement. Cody Boggs now up to second. Jimmy now trying to pass Devin Payment for third. That's now 3 wide for fifth. Cars back in the field here. They were dominating earlier in the race. We got Hoodlum, Random, Richard Herman, Nathan Barrett, and Slayer. And also Lucas Amaro all the way back there. Currently the last car on the lead up is all aboard. Approaching on the lap car. It's a 14 to Owen Miles. About to go 2 laps down. Was involved in that aforementioned turn number 2 wreck. Here's your cars currently out of the race. Ryan Benjamin, Jake from State Farm, Dan DJ, and Dominic Payment. All done for the night as the field catches up to the lap car. Jimmy able to get by into 48. Owen Miles going to go all the way up to the outside with the rest of the field struggling to pass by him. We've seen this time and time again this season with leaders struggling getting passed by lap cars, particularly at Daytona and Texas Boyle. Oh, Jason Albert almost put the 14 up in the wall there. He's definitely not messing around here tonight. 7 drivers already back in the pack here. Dan Mattiello, Nick Sam, who are just up front battling for the lead and are now currently towards the tail end of the lead lap. Anyways, Jimmy leads lap number 57, lap number 58 to 82 now. As now on board for Ryan Wilson here in the 76. The sun just about done setting here, as we're now in total darkness in Atlanta. As we're now 3 wide for 4th here. As Holcomb rockets in front of the 95 and 83. Here comes the 88, 53, and 21 there to score the party. Trying to get back up front. Richard Herman and the 66 Sabretooth there side by side. Three wide, it goes to 21 and Kellen Baker in the middle. Wasn't able to quite work there. As we got a battle for second now between Ryan Wilson and Bradley Ream. Looks like Bradley Ream will clear the 76. Holding now up to 3rd as Ryan's now stuck on the outside. Devin Payment right on the back bumper with that 3 car on the inside. He's going to rocket past by the 22. Here comes Random now making it 3 wide for 2nd. Devin Payment forced up high. Random now up to 3rd. Currently the top 3, nothing but Chevys. As this time by, we'll have 20 laps to go here in Atlanta. Devin Payment there side by side with Sean Ard there. It looks like Sean Ard will clear the 88 going out of turn number 2. This opens the door to 7 of Cody Boggs. Battle for 6 now. Three wide once again. Ryan Wilson stuck in the middle. Movement also already back here after dominating much of the second half of this race. There's Brandon Carruthers now side by side with Devin Payment there. Looks like he will clear his teammate. As now Random J has lost 7 positions here. He was up to 3rd not too long ago, but now is fighting to stay inside the top 5. Looks like Random will tuck into 5th in front of his teammate Cody Boggs. As Richard Herman's right in the back bumper pulled to him here. Lucas on Mario down pit road. Could this be the start of our second pit road cycles for the day? Cody Boggs now side by side with his teammate for 5th. It looks like coming out of turn number 3 and into 4, Cody Boggs with the advantage. He'll clear his teammate for 5th. Sean Ard now side by side with Richard Herman for 3rd. Looks like Mario coming down pit road. Is he going to be a factor for these leaders here? It looks like he will be. He's going to help Sean Ard. Here comes some cars down pit road. Some cars did actually come down to pit road a lap before. Got the 61 of HS there, moving the 20, as well as Lipsy. Appears to be that most people are doing 2 tires and gas here. Here comes the third group of cars here. Hoodlum, Jimmy, Brandon Carruthers, Aiden Thomas, Adam Bowden, Matt Tiello all down. You saw the 19 of Sean Arn and Richard Herman staying out. They're probably going to come down any minute. And here comes the 19 and 88 here. Richard Herman, Kerwin Omikar on the lead lap, who is yet to pit. Trying to play some interesting strategy here. It looks like now he's coming down pit road here. Meanwhile, I believe these will be your new leaders here, as now 3 wide. Cody Boggs will win that battle here. As Random J is now stuck on the outsides for 3 wide once again. Random is still able to hang on here in the front stretch. Here come the leaders passing Richard Herman, who was still a scored leader after that at the time, but now these guys will assume the lead. "11 laps to go here in Atlanta." The top 5 all single file here as they all try to time their moves perfectly. "10 laps to go." Here comes Random now looking to the outside for the lead. Side by side coming off the back straightaway. Is Random going to clear his teammate? It looks like he is. Random J to the lead here in Atlanta. Random's birthday is coming up in only a couple days. Can he make this an early birthday present for his team? 9 laps to go here in Atlanta. Movement now battling with his teammate Cody Boggs side by side. 3 wide now. Looks like movement will clear to 7 cars. Jimmy's still side by side with him. Hoodlum right behind the back bumper of that 53. He's dominated much of the first half of this race as he looks to the inside. Here they go. Side by side once again for the lead off of 1 and 2. And Hoodlum with the advantage. He will clear the 53 going into the back straight away. Jimmy now trying to clear movement for 3rd as both the 3 and 48 try to spoil the party for these Atlanta Motorsport cars. Everyone currently in the top 5 has yet to win this season, so regardless, we're going to see our first time winner here tonight. Unless if something were to happen here. Six laps to go. Oh boy, here comes the 14 to Owen Miles. Jimmy clears Random for 2nd here. How are the leaders going to react to the 14 car this time? 5 to go now. Oh, Owen Miles up to the inside. He's going to split the leaders 3 wide. Here comes Jimmy in the 48 on the inside. Side by side still going into the backstretch. Jimmy will clear the 3 with Random behind him in second. Four laps to go here in Atlanta. Both of them there side by side for third with Cody Boggs. And Cody will clear him going into the back straightaway. The top 5 once again all single file, and I don't think these leaders will catch up to another lap cars. We have 3 laps to go here in Atlanta. And the question is, of course, when will Random and Cody make their moves on the 48? Both drivers trying to stay behind them so they won't be forced up to the outside. Two laps to go here in Atlanta. Time is running out. It looks like that time behind Jimmy is pulling away a little bit from the 53 and 7. Can the rest of the field catch up to Jimmy as this time by? White flags in the air. One more lap inside the winner here in Atlanta. Cody Boggs now looking to the inside of Random. Side by side going into turn number 2, and this is going to allow Jimmy to pull away. Cody Boggs clears Random as well as hold him in the 3. And coming off a turn forward, checkered flag, Jimmy in the 48 will win here in Atlanta. Congratulations to Jimmy and JC Motorsports. They are your winners here tonight for the Folds of Honor QuikTrip 404 in Atlanta. Definitely a great show put on by these drivers here tonight. As now it's time to look at the finishing results and point standings. So here we go. Jimmy finishes first. Cody Boggs finishes second. Hoodlum finishes third. He actually tied Jimmy for the most laps left here tonight. They both led 19 laps. Random J finishes fourth, his best finish of the year so far. Its Movement finishes 5th, Sean Arden 6th, Richard Herman in 7th. Solid top 10 for Devin Payment, he finishes 8th. Brad Ream in 9th, and running off the top 10 is Lipsy after finishing dead last Wednesday at the Roval. As now let's take a look at the point standings. Dan Mattiello is still your points leader. Kellen Baker is still behind by 13, Jason Albert in 3rd. Johnny Hernandez behind by 16 in 4th. Dan GJ falling down to 5th, behind by 24. Aiden Thomas in 6th, behind by 25. Bradley Ream in 7th, behind by 29. Jimmy now up to 8th, behind by 39. Slayer down to 9th, behind by 40. And Random J rounds off your top 10, behind by 42. So next up, we head to Exhibition Race in Toronto, Canada for our first international race of the season. That'll be on the channel August 1st, this coming Saturday. And it will of course feature both a heat race consisting of the bottom 10 in points, and of course the main event with the top 25 in points advancing, as well as the top 5 finishers of the heat race. Definitely a race you don't want to miss. But as always, thank you all for watching this race. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.